What's going on, everybody? It's your girl D here. This is the Men of Water for February 2022. I hope all is well for the Pisces, Scorpio man. Let's see what we got going on for you guys for the month of February. So the first row here, or the first column, has to do with your private life. The middle column deals with your career, money, and finance. The third column deals with your family life, love life, social life. The top row, current situation. The middle row represents the challenge. And then the bottom row represents a possible solution to get a desired outcome. All right? So this is going to be general for the Men of Water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio reading for the month of February 2022. If you need a personal, my information is in the box below. So for your private life, we're going to start off first. So what's the current situation for the Men of Water? All right, this is the leaves. Okay, the challenge in the leaves energy is being safe. So some of you are not feeling safe with a situation or idea. Okay. A possible solution to resolve that would be to tap into some trine energy, right? So what I'm getting here is there could be a situation about having to move or leave, whether it's leave something behind or change. Like I feel a change of season. And some of you, maybe you're planning a change of season now so that for the fall, you'll be where you need to be. Maybe you're doing it sooner than later. You're planning in advance because you want things to flow smoothly. So, perhaps you know what you want to do by the time the fall gets here. So what you're doing is you're putting a plan in place so that you're able to accomplish that goal as smoothly as possible, as safe and securely as possible, so that you're able to get it. So, for example, maybe you're deciding, okay, I want a particular vehicle by the time fall gets here, or I want to be able to afford whatever by the time fall gets here. But the thing is I need to be able to live, feel safe, feel comfortable now, right? And so what do I need to do now so that I could put that into effect where I will still be able to get the things that I need now, but at the same time I'm contributing to what it is that I need to do moving forward. See, trine energy, when you look at that in your chart, it's all about the blessings that you have, the gifts that you have. But in order for you to take advantage of them, you have to activate them. They're not just there just and naturally appear or naturally work. You have to put in work to activate them. So I feel like for some of you, that could be what you're doing. It could be a plan or a goal that you might have. It could be to leave a particular area, maybe where you are, or maybe you're going to be leaving at a certain time in the fall, perhaps. And so, now you may want to start looking for a place to live. Okay, people who are being deployed for work, various environments, various situations. That could be what's going on. But there's an energy here of there's change also for others of you. You just experiencing some type of change and it doesn't feel comfortable for you. It could be because you don't have control. And so the universe is saying, look, this is a situation you're not going to have control over. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to just go with the flow. Okay? So I feel like for some of you, that's what's going on in your private life. So let's see. Let's get some clarity on the leave energy here. Now, this energy could be tapping into wherever you have Jupiter and Neptune and Pisces. Yeah, reunion. So some of you, you may want to leave to reunite with someone. Maybe you want to, maybe you're planning on reuniting with a person, place, or thing by the fall. Okay? Or maybe you plan on, maybe you just met someone and you're like, okay, I won't feel comfortable with you until I see how things happen. By the time we get to the fall, I'll pretty much know if, this is something serious or not. So some of you could just be looking at a relationship in that perspective, somebody that you reconnected with, maybe somebody you've been reconnecting with someone since the fall, and the challenge is that you still don't feel safe with this person. And so maybe there's some things that you can't control, and so maybe you're having a hard time going with the flow. Okay? Somebody could come back into your life and you're not trusting them, and so you're just like, okay, let me just see what this person does, and then maybe I'll consider it. So you could be wanting to come back into someone's life, and they could be treating you that way as well. but there's a reuniting here of you and someone else. It could be a lover, it could be a family member or a friend. But with Mercury retrograde here, this is, another thing that could be bringing this person back into your life, or maybe it's just a thought. Doesn't mean that you're actually trying to take action with that. Doesn't mean that they are. It could be maybe you're thinking about reconnecting with this person. But the end result is you're going to have to take some type of action to put something in place so that you can go with the flow, whatever it is. So what's the safe energy? We have the queen of, this is the queen of, what is this thing? A club. Okay, so yeah, you're going to have to take action to feel safe, and I feel like emotionally with the queens, they represent your emotions. Inside, you feel confident with yourself, or maybe you don't trust your own feelings. The Queen of Wands is an energy of attractiveness. So for some of you, maybe you are in a position where you're connecting with someone and you're not sure if you can, trust them with your feelings. This is someone who's very attractive. And it's like, okay, I see you. So, I learned from the past, that, sometimes the devil comes in the most beautiful form. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to see how things go. I'm not going to, press it or rush it. I'm just going to take the flow. Some of you, this is someone from your past coming back towards you. For others of you, if this is not a person from your past, this is a past life energy that you feel familiar with. And you are just questioning, okay, I know there's an attraction here, but I need to have more than that. I need to be able to, bring you into my home and make you, and feel comfortable with you in my home. So people could be thinking about taking things to the next level, but they're just going to see what's going to happen. Now, I want to use these cards to find out what the outcome is. So the outcome, yeah, definitely going with the flow. Tapping into that trine energy. I don't know if we have any trines going on right now. Yeah, and this is the Two of Swords. So it's like you're just trying to, you're like, okay, well, let me take everything into consideration. Because the Two of Swords is the moon in Libra. Libra is all about being fair, trying to relate, trying to connect. And the two, it represents you're trying to relate and connect with this person. You're trying to be open. You're trying to be fair, right? And so usually with the Two of Swords, you have the person there with the two swords over them. And then there's water in the background because we're dealing with moon energy. We're dealing with the emotions. So trying to emotionally connect with the person, it's like I feel like you're open. It's like, okay, I'm going to see what happens. So for some of you, this person could be telling you this, or you could be feeling this way about reconnecting with someone from the past. It's like you're not making any judgment. You're just going to see what's up. But you need to feel safe with this person before you get comfortable with them. Now, the next area here is your career, money, and finance. So we have a little boobala here, a little baby, right? The challenge in this situation with your career, money, and finance is being free. And the energies that you would be able to tap into to help you get this freedom that you're looking for would be to tap into your ninth house energy, to see what's in your ninth house. So let me see. This is, who's got Sag in the ninth house? Any of you? No? None of you got any of these in your ninth house? Cancer, you might, hold on. Cancer. Yeah, Cancer, you got Jupiter and Sagittarius in your ninth house. So that's the house of Pisces for you, right? So that is an energy here that you're going to need to tap into. And it's beautiful because you got Neptune there, which represents your creative imagination. And then you have Jupiter there, which represents good luck and good fortune. So it looks like the gods are in your favor in the area of you tapping into your ninth house. So that could be you going into your higher mind via meditation. But the ninth house also deals with your beliefs in life, your philosophy based on your experience, things you've experienced, you turned it to wisdom. So your religious views, your spiritual views. If you don't believe in religion or spirituality, then it's like your life philosophy on things. So it could be that maybe the current situation is you may want to feel, maybe the child energy in you because it's in Pisces. Now for some of you, Pisces is your fifth house, so I could be talking to the Scorpio, because Pisces is your fifth house, and that's the house of children. So some of you could be tapping into your inner child, your inner fire, right? Doing something creative because the challenge is you may want to get free. See the bird leaving the cage? So it could be in the workplace. It's like you may be trying to figure out, okay, what can I create so that I can manifest for myself, so I can take care of myself. I have my own business, I make my own money. For some of you, you're going to use the best way for you to find out what that is for you to tap into your ninth house energy. So Scorpio, your ninth house is Cancer. Cancer, what's your ninth house? Yeah, that's your ninth house, Cancer. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, interesting. So yeah, this is what you're gonna tap into. So let's get some clarity on this. For others of you, it could be that there's a child on the way, and you may have to change your lifestyle. Maybe you'll have to buckle down a bit now because you got a little one here. So, and then, this represents your career, money, and finance. So this represents you having to be able to provide for a little one here. So maybe some of you, that is what is going on. Maybe you're having a baby come in, so now you got to figure out finances in reference to that. Yeah, we have the, what is this card? The young woman came out in reverse. So some of you, I feel like what's going on is, if this is not about your child and maybe somebody who maybe you spoiled, you gave them everything they wanted, and so now it's difficult for them. Now they got to get out there and get a job, and maybe they don't want to do it, and you're looking at how they look at things, and maybe it's like, okay, it's because I spoiled them. You could be dealing with that, with career, money, and finance in relation to how your children deal with money, and now that they're at a certain age. So some of you could be dealing with that. Others of you, you may be an older person and you have a child. Like, I was just watching Janet Jackson on TV. She's 50, she has a baby. So for some of you, maybe you had a baby at a later age with the young woman energy in reverse, okay, and the baby card. So maybe you had a child at an older age, and the challenge is you may not want to. So you could be a fella who's being told that you got a baby on the way, and you could be of a certain age where you're like, nah, it's too old for me to be raising children. So what you may have to do is change your mindset about that. Change your life philosophy, your religious and spiritual views about that, right? By tapping into that, your spiritual energy of Jupiter, all right? Because Jupiter is judge and jury, all right? And it has to do with, your luck, your fortune, and all that has to do with your outlook, okay? And so with this free energy, let's clarify that. So some of you, you could be doing a job where I feel like you're overqualified for what you're doing, and you may want to be free of that. You got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is something that you're keeping to yourself. You're not saying anything to anybody. But it's an energy here of, wanting liberation, wanting to be independent, wanting to be unburdened. So some of you may not want the burden of childhood, or you may not want the burden of having to maybe some of you, I don't know, maybe some of you are considering opening a daycare, or your girlfriend or your wife, maybe she keeps children in her home, and maybe you don't want that responsibility. Or maybe somebody's considering that, maybe opening up a home-based business, taking care of children. And, maybe you're going to decide to do that to get out of the rat race. That could be something you're considering as well. Some of you, you may be trying to put a plan in place for your children financially, where they don't have to go through the struggles that you went through. And so you're trying to, look at it the best way to put them in a position where they're, they're more appreciative. Because I get, for some of you, your kids are spoiled. That's for some of you. And I don't mean that in a negative way, because I don't got kids, and I ain't trying to tell nobody how to raise none, because I'm not interested. Okay? But I'm just reading the cards. Let's see. It makes me laugh. I know a couple people like, you sure you don't want one? Like, trying to give me theirs. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. There's nothing wrong with children. I love them to death, but I just like, whatever happens, happens. If I have them, I do. If I don't, I don't. And that's just how I always felt. So we have the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, facts. So you just gonna have to accept the reality of the situation, change your mindset about it, is what you're gonna have to do for some of you. Some of you may want a child, and your partner may want a child, or you do, and maybe, your partner saying, no, I'm too old, I don't want to have a baby, and maybe you want another baby because maybe you enjoy the energy that it brings into the family. Maybe you've had one in the past, or maybe you just don't want a baby until later, and you're being pressured into one right now. Maybe you were intimate with someone and they got pregnant. So now you have to change up, your money making situation here to accommodate for a child. But for others of you, it could just be about you understanding the fact that this is for you. So for some of you, this is your Saturn and Aquarius energy, being able to, in a group environment at work, being able to participate and be a team player, right? And not looking at it as if you're trapped. But if you don't like what you do, of course, you have to find something that's suitable for you. But while you're there, doing what it is that needs to be done. But I get a lot of tantrum energy here. Somebody really frustrated about what they're in. They really want to get out of the situation. Okay, some of you could just be in a position where you are overqualified. Like I said, overqualified for your position, and you're trying to figure out what it is that you can do to get yourself out of that situation because you want to take things to the next level. The ninth house is about taking things to the next level, and then with the Ace of Swords, that could be intellectually as well. So some of you could be, considering going back to school or, studying on your own, doing some independent study, taking some courses. But again, this could just be the reality of changing your mindset about things. Some of you may be considering going overseas, traveling overseas, all right, living in a different country. And so you're trying to figure out the best way to make money, how you can provide for you and or your children. You having to start over from the ground up, how you're going to do that. So that's for some of you. Some of you could be retiring right now as well, is what I'm getting to when it comes to career, money, and finance. And now you just want to focus on taking care of your grandbabies, because you're free. And so your whole philosophy and lifestyle is changing now because, with the Ace of Swords, that's just the reality of it. With, if I'm tapping into the Saturn and Aquarius energy, it's time now. So some of you are going through a stage of, you're retiring or you have family members who are. And so your money situation in that sense is changing. All right. Or you're considering it. You could be planning for it as well. Right. So let's take a look at what's going on in your love life, your family life, and your social life for the water sign men. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we have the football energy here. Okay, it's football season. Right. Somebody probably watching the game right now while I'm recording. I ain't mad at you. I know how you do. It's all good. The challenge is the disappointment, though. And the energies that you would use to resolve this or to get over the disappointment would be to tap into the Chiron energy. So, okay. What this is clearly telling me is that somebody lost. There could have been a game. Uh, somebody's team's going down today. I don't know who's playing, so I can't tell you who it is. I would, that's what I should have did, y'all. I should have did that. I should have looked to see. This is what you could do for yourself. What you could do. You could look to see when the team was established. The team that's playing. Look at the date it was established. That's going to tell you what sign that that team is. And if you're, savvy enough with the planetary alignments, you might be able to say, okay, such and such is a Capricorn team, or such and such is a Mars team, and then you look to see where the placements are and how they're aligned, and maybe try to get some idea of who's gonna win. Anyway, I know that's just me on my Mars and Aquarius nutness, but anyway, sorry, but yeah, I just thought about that. Like if you're trying to predict who's gonna win, but maybe somebody out there in the world understood that. But other than that, if it's not, somebody just being upset because they lost a game or their team lost, this could be somebody who's on a team and you lost. This could also be about injury. Somebody disappointed because somebody was injured, okay, or somebody might get injured. I'm not predicting anything, but there's there's an injury here. This could be from your past. Maybe you were, an NFL prospect, or you did well in high school in football, and then as far as college and things like that, no matter what level you were at, you were exceptional, and maybe you were not able to take it to the level you wanted to because of an injury. And so maybe you're reminiscing about that. For some of you, it could be a family member because this is your area of family, your lover, or your social life. So maybe some of you had a friend or a family member or someone who was a prospect at some point in time in reference to sports, and they were injured. And so as a result, they were not able to finish their career in that direction. So, and this could be one of your favorite players too. Maybe your favorite players are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or they got a certain placement here. So be careful also if you're going out playing sports, playing football and stuff. Just be careful. You don't want to get, injured. All right. Pluto and Mars, okay, are in Capricorn. So wherever Capricorn is in your chart, just be careful going out and about in that area of life and being physical in that area of life, okay? But let's get some clarity on this and see what else this could be talking about. So if this is not about a sport or a game or being a good sport about something, if somebody is a sore loser about something, and the universe is like, basically telling you sometimes you win, sometimes. What is this football energy here for the water sign men? What's this football energy here? All right, so we got the message. That's clarifying the football. So there could be some type of communication coming in reference to maybe somebody, I don't know, somebody, let's see what this could be about, because, I'm not into football like that, but let's see what comes out. But there's some type of message about maybe it's a game or what are some plays in football, that I don't know, and that's terrible. Um, well, let's see, what's the disappointment here with this message? Some type of message here, and you're disappointed, and you have to go on with it anyway. So the message came in. It could be about the injury. Like I said, for some of you, it could be about not being able to go to the game, not being able to see the game. Maybe you purchased tickets and now the game is canceled or postponed. Or maybe you had a flight to the game and you can't go now because of the storm. Or it could be anything like that. But what's this disappointment? So the first card that fell out was the Four of Diamonds. So yeah, somebody's just keeping their disappointment to themselves. They're not trying to ruin it or trying to, sound, really sad or a sore loser, basically. For some of you, that's what it is you're trying not to be a sore loser, but you're disappointed. And yeah, we got okay, what is this card? This is the King of Pentacles. Oh, and underneath it is the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so keep your emotions in check is basically what this is with the King of Pentacles and the Four Cup in reverse. This is somebody who, it's like with the Chiron energy. Chiron is wounded, the wounded healer. It's like you're wounded, but you still go out there like Chiron did. He was wounded, but it didn't stop him from going out there and doing, continuing to do his work, whatever it was that he was destined to do. But he did it injured. So this is an injury in reference to physical sometimes. So this is a football, and that's what I'm saying. Somebody got a message. It could be from the doctors in reference to a football injury, or they're not able to play football. That could be some very disappointing news. All right, a young college gentleman who could be playing football may injure himself, right? And you have to accept the fact that this also could represent with the King of Pentacles. Maybe you were looking at this as your financial stability, and with the Four Cup energy in reverse, it's no longer, and you're having to accept the fact with the Chiron energy that that's the case, that you won't be able to make money playing. Okay, somebody may be retiring as well. Okay, so there could be an energy of your favorite player if it's not you retiring. Okay, due to injury or just getting old and trying to avoid injury. There could just be a turnover in the NFL right now where there are players who are, retiring, right? But let's see what else is going on. Let's get some divine timing energy here. So divine timing cards represent, any time in reference to these situations, right? For some of you, none of the timing may apply. But for others of you, the timing in reference to these situations, it may show up. And if it is, that's just extra confirmation of whatever you're thinking, you're on the right path. We got Aries season, okay? Or maybe you were on the wrong path. So Aries season is usually March 21st through April 20th? April 20th, something like that. All right, but it's the tail end of winter. We love Aries season, right? That's when, astrologically the new year begins in Aries season. All right, so a year from now, okay, is what we got. So for some of you, any of these scenarios or situations, this could be something that could be going on a year from now. And then we have while you were asleep. So something may have, a message that could have come across or some information or something could have come about while you were asleep. All right, underneath the deck we have on their birthday. So it's on their birthday, whoever there is, in relation to any of these situations or scenarios. For some of you, the divine timing may come into play. All right, now let's see, as far as the types of money you're going to be spending outside of your regular bills. You pay bills every month. What kind of money are you going to be spending if you're going to be spending money? And if you're going to be getting money outside of your regular income, what kind of money you're going to have coming in, and where's it coming from? Oh, okay. So here we go. For some of you, you need to apply for the position. Some of you may be feeling like you are overqualified for one position and you want out. And it's just a matter, like I said, changing your mindset, changing your perspective. And with that Ace of Swords, that's applying for the position. Apply, apply, apply. All right? This is the universe telling you that's what's up. All right? What else we got as far as money? Shopping spree. Okay, so somebody got some money coming in. Shit. I ain't mad at you. But somebody going on a shopping spree. All right? Have fun. Damn, have some fun. All right, one more. Oh, okay, two more fell out, so we're going to take them both. Okay, so maybe that shopping spree consists of you getting acupuncture or a massage. For some of you, it could be, it could be an injury here that is related to you having to get acupuncture or massages. And that could be what part of the disappointment is as well, is that, there's some physical injury here, that you still have to take care of. And then we also have Netflix, or some of you could just be like, yo, I'm going on a shopping spree. One of the things I'm about to do is go get me a massage or go get acupuncture. And then we have Netflix, Hulu. So some of y'all going to be spending money on this. You're going to be chilling in the house. It could be because of the storm. Maybe we got some more coming. I don't know. But at any rate, this is what you're going to be spending on money on in February. All right. Ooh, a massage. That sounds good. Right? Yeah. Okay. Netflix. Okay. Shopping spree. I like the shopping spree. That's what's popping. All right. Yes. What you gonna be shopping for? If you don't already went, or that money coming in and it's already spent, let me know in the comments what you shopping for. I would love to know. I ain't mad at you. I'm trying to live vicariously through you, because I ain't going shopping. Not that I could foresee. All right, but in reference to relationships, before I put this card out here, I'm going to put it right here and I'm going to get the other two out. When we're talking about relationships, we're talking about you and an intimate partner, okay? It doesn't matter what the title of the relationship is. If there's somebody that you're intimate with on a regular basis, y'all get together and y'all do it, right? On a regular basis. I don't care if you call this person your friend with benefits. I don't care if you call that's my little friend. That's my little partner. That's my girlfriend. That's my boyfriend. Oh, well, that's my fiance. No, that's my husband. Oh, that's my ex-husband. Whatever you call this person. If you're still rocking with them intimately, these messages could pertain to you in that situation. It could be past, present, or future as well. Keep that in mind. The situations could have already occurred, or, these could be memories of it, because, we are coming fresh out of Mercury retrograde energies. So the cards that come up are obsession, boundaries, and time apart. All right, well, if I look at these three cards together here, it clearly looks as if somebody is obsessed with the other person and somebody needs to put some boundaries down. And when we're dealing with Pluto and Mars, that is no energy to be playing with. So if you are a man who is, a woman is basically not giving you play, understand that she doesn't want it, right? If she, let these, be careful out here, because this Pluto conjunct Mars energy, that's rape energy. Mars is all about war. Pluto's all about death and the negative things that go on with crime, the things that go on underground, rape, the things you don't see, rape. People don't you don't usually just see that out and about in the street unless you're in some war-torn, really crazy environment. But these types of crimes are crimes that go on underground, kidnapping, rape, you got to be careful. So I don't know which some of y'all are into, but I'm being told to tell you, you need to be careful being obsessed with people, and be careful with people being obsessed with you. All right, because this is the energy for that. Now, moving on. For some of you, it's not that heavy. It's light work, right? Where you just may have somebody who might be sexually obsessed with you, or you're sexually obsessed with them, and it's like, all right, let me calm down because I'm not trying to have no baby. For some of y'all, that might be why this baby's in the way, or why this baby's coming. Or it could be a warning for you to be careful, if you don't want a baby. Because for some of you, I feel like your whole situation is going to change because you may get a child, you may get pregnant, or have somebody get pregnant. For some of you, there was somebody that you were going to reunite with, and it could have been that there was some type of a session with this person. That could be why they're trying to come back and reunite with you. You may have put boundaries up with this person, and you may have needed some time apart from them to really figure out if you want to reconnect with them or not, or they could feel that way about you. But these are the love situations going down. All right. So let's see what else we got here. All right, let's get some advice for the water sign men. All right, so the cards that fell out are turn knowledge into wisdom. So yeah, that's that Cancer and Scorpio where I was talking to you about your ninth house energy and your Cancerian energy, tapping into that. So this is what you're looking at. You know, things that you've experienced from the past, learning from them. Wisdom specifically is things you've actually experienced yourself, and you had to learn from it. So this is what we're talking about here. So for some of you, this is the past repeating itself, where you could be looking back at this situation and learning from it. And then we have a rebirth as assured. It came out in reverse. So this could very well mean that a transformation has already occurred. For some of you, this is past energies. You're looking back at these situations. For others of you, it could be that you're in the middle of a transformation right now, which is why things could be a little uncomfortable for you. But a rebirth as assured came out in reverse, because for some of you, maybe this person or the situation that you're considering going back to, maybe you've decided it's over and it's done and you don't want to entertain it anymore. That could be the case. You know, don't forget Venus and Pluto are in Capricorn. And that's all about saying, yo, okay, we're not going back there anymore. Especially with Mercury retrograde. All right. So some of you may want to reconnect with someone and someone may not be open to it. That could be it too. And then we also have clear out the clutter. All right, so this could be mentally, clearing out the clutter, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Some of y'all going shopping, so some of y'all might need to clear out the clutter in your closets first before, you take that shopping spree. That could be the case too. So that's what we got with that deck. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's see what we got with this deck here. This is for the men of water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, for the month of February 2022. What advice do we have? All that glitters. So just keep in mind that everything that look good ain't good. Okay, just be careful of that. We had that Queen of Wands energy show up here. Yeah. Did we? No, that might have been somebody else I read for. It was a queen. Oh, it was the other sign. Sorry about that. That was the air sign, that Queen of Wands energy. I just feel like she floating around here too. Here she go. I'm sorry. I thought so. Yeah. So somebody might look real good. Whatever they saying to you might sound good. But you just need to make sure that you could be safe with this person. Go with the flow, see what they're saying. Don't judge, but just keep an open mind, because perhaps this could be something positive. But for some of you, it could just be some bullshit, and you're trying to keep an open mind about it, and you're going to realize that, okay, you lied to me before, you lying to me again. I learned from the past. I know that you just obsessed. You know what I mean? That's why I put up the boundaries for you before. So it could be something like that, okay? Let's see what else we got for Men of War. 2 more cards from this deck. What other advice do we have? Okay, so we got by the book. Interesting. So for some of you, this learning from the past here and turning knowledge into wisdom. So what happens with the Sagittarius energy? Like we go from Scorpio, where we go to the power struggle between you and this person, right? And then we go to the next energy, which is Sagittarius. And that's you learning from that power struggle, turning it into wisdom, knowing better. And then we go to the Capricorn energy, which is your morals and your values. And because you learned in that Sagittarius energy what worked and what didn't work from experience, now you tap into that Capricorn energy and you're like, okay, these are my moral rules and my moral values. I will not do this. I will not mess with blah, blah, blah. I will not deal with blah, 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 right? And so this is what this energy is, you following your book, or you establishing a book, because maybe you never had this rule or situation happen to you before where you had to have a rule about this. Here, this is what the Ace of Swords is. Yeah, rules. The 9th house. I was just talking to you about the Sagittarius energy. And the Ace of Swords, establishing rules. It's the same thing. These cards are just telling the same energy in a different way. Same thing. All right, and then we have exchange gifts. It came out in reverse. Now this is interesting here with the exchange gifts in reverse. It could be somebody coming towards you, wanting to exchange gifts with you. It could be an unwanted gift. You may need to protect yourself with this person, especially with this Queen of Wands energy and this safety energy with this person that you dealt with from the past. Okay? You may want to protect yourself with this person because you don't know what they were dealing with the trying energy. They could just go with the flow and just do this with everybody. So you may want to be careful with the exchanging gifts in reverse and, wrap it up or strap it up, right? For others of you, it could be that, I don't know, maybe you're trying to get back with someone and maybe somebody's not taking your gifts or they're refusing gifts, or maybe you need to mind what you take for free. Remember, all that glitters, like this is heavy gift energy. To a certain extent, somebody could be coming to you, oh, I want to buy you this, I want to buy you that. All of a sudden, when they want to reconnect with you, it's like, why? This may be how they show their love. I don't know. You could be dealing with a Venus and Taurus or something like that. I don't know. But just be careful with gifts. Maybe you're Venus and Taurus, and that's how you, you make up with gifts and stuff. So maybe somebody wants to take you on a shopping spree. Oh shit. Hold on, water sign. You need to be careful. There's somebody who's obsessed with y'all. Somebody from your past. They do want to give you a massage too. Okay, this person wanting to give you a massage. This person may be wanting to come and take you on a shopping spree, but this person is obsessed with you. Okay, so it's a sexual thing. It's not love here. So if you're looking for love, I don't see that going down. So you do want to be careful here. I do see some of y'all going with the flow, so that just came to me as well. So somebody from the past, you may feel you may need to exercise boundaries with this person. Maybe you had to in a past life, or you had to recently when you were dealing with them in this life. But somebody's coming back, or some type of memory is coming back. I do feel like it's karmic because of the planetary alignments that are in Capricorn. So this is a lesson. Yeah, be careful. So that's what I got for you, water sign men. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio men for the month of February 2022. If you need a personal, reach out to me. My information is in the box below. Thank you guys for checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy February.